This video is brought to you by the MTG Tutor, where good players get better.
So here we are playing in the Legacy 2-man constructed queues. Playing against TMC Kenna, not familiar with him. Let's see, a little light. I mean, I've got it's a fragile hand because I don't have a 1-drop. So the best thing I could do is put fists on something he plays, but if he doesn't put a creature out or I don't draw one, I'm in trouble. Yeah, I'm gonna mulligan this. Oh, into a no-lander. That's pretty rough. Yeah, we can take this. Yeah, we got Magus, we got Xantid, one of the pieces of the land puzzle. So hopefully we draw well to overcome our 2-card deficit. Ugh. Bet he goes for Swarm here, which I'll take, because Magus is a little more key to us getting a Genesis Wave out. Well, goes for Garruk. Probably means he has a pretty good way of dealing with my creatures, unfortunately. So let's see. He knows of those two. That's a good sign that he's playing Ravnica Duels. Means we're not facing someone with an unlimited budget. That's a bummer. Just for giggles. So I'm guessing Reanimator. Wow. Duress him. Now there's not something you want to see in your opponent's graveyard unless you're playing mill. Bummer. I'm not going to bother attacking. So thinking about game 2, I'm probably going to bring in the Leyline of Sanctity, and I'll mull pretty hard to it. If it's not my 7, I'll find it my 6. If it's not my 6, I'll probably keep it if it's an otherwise great hand. I'm not bothering attacking since he's tapped out. And I'm not going to cast anything. I mean, the only good news is it's not Reanimator, so this looks like a relatively slow deck. But I'm probably still dead here. Duress him. Yeah, on a 5-card hand, that's, I won't say insurmountable, but pretty close. Death Shadow. Interesting. I mean, the good news here is, sadly, if I draw a couple cards, like I would draw Nest Invader next turn and then like a Cradle, I'll actually be able to wave for a fair amount. We'll see if he bothers swinging with him. I will gladly take the trade, even though I need the critical mass. I need him drawing less cards. I don't have anything that'll interact with senseis on the stack, so I'll just yield to it. Save myself some time. So what I'm doing now, since we're probably losing this game pretty handily, is just getting a feel for what my opponent's playing and how I'm going to approach the next game. So he's playing a lot of stuff that will drop his land low, and then he's dropping things like Death Shadow as a finisher. Uh, 5, 12. Now he's probably got away. Yeah, by sacking that, make him 6s. Well, I don't have trample, so pretty much my only salvation here is he's probably going to sack that after he draws, depending on what's on top. Nope, I guess he didn't want it now. He'll probably take a look. Yeah, there he goes. So I'm going to have to block one of them, because I don't think he can get his life total that low, unless he's going to intentionally. Yeah. At this point, I'm just playing for, information. Sure. Yep. So that'll do it. So, lots of Phyrexian mana. But that's okay. We can fight that. So, this comes in. I don't need Graveyard Hate. I don't need Slimes. I do need to not be targeted by multiple hymns, duresses, Cabal therapies maybe in there. So what's coming out? Zendikar is too slow. Norn is a good win. Fist comes out. 1 Candelabra. Didn't see much in the way of counter. 1 Santid. 1 Arbor. Bringing in the 2 lands, I'll take 2 out. One Witness. So I might drop 1 Finks. Yeah, if I'm not worried about counters, I'll drop the map, so it's just crop rotations. Yeah, that should work. Okay. We'll give that a shot. This is a very strong hand as long as he doesn't hit me right out of the gate. Yeah. So I'm going to keep this, as this is close to nuts for me, and hope that he doesn't hit me with a duress effect right off the bat. If he does, I'm going to rotate in response for a cradle. That's a good sign. Now I'm aware of Snuff out here, so I'm not going to go for the Arbor, which I would otherwise normally do. And I will drop the Cradle. What I'm essentially doing is playing very defensively around his discard outlets. So if he drops a second swamp and hymns me here, which cracking main phase tells me he probably will. Oh no. This is very good. So I will go rotate for Arbor. And that's why you do it on someone else's creatures. See if he tops in response. Yep, okay. This is a bummer because now he can probably find a duress effect or a him effect. Wonder what the blue was for. Brainstorm with Bob and top. Pretty good combo. I will take the trade. Happily. Couple snuff outs, okay. Snuff out and Death Shadow. Pretty good combo. I mean, it's tough because I have a feeling this deck just eats it. Red deck wins because he, gets down low enough that you throw a chump blocker in the way of something that doesn't have trample, and then throw a lightning bolt and a fire blast at his head. So, unfortunately, my deck has no direct damage and no removal. So I can usually chump out stuff for a long time until I get a big wave up. So I'm pretty much going to have to bank on him not having the third snuff out in hand. Because I'm going to crack this for a... Oh no, I took out my second Dryad. Ooh. I'm in pretty big trouble. I was thinking I was going to crack that for a Dryad, but I took it out in boarding. This does not look good. Well, I had to put him on it. He did have to have it. Bummer. And that'll flip, that'll be 9 plus whatever you can do. Yeah, I'm probably dead here. Which is a bummer. I was hoping to get Garrick out there and make a 3/3, and hopefully that would stave off for a turn, and then depending on what I drew, I could hopefully, Yep, there's 11. So, kind of a neat deck. Something you won't see around too often, but it's an interesting build. Unfortunately, it's really a bad matchup for this kind of a deck, since it's got a lot of cheap, easy creature removal that accelerates him into a big finisher. So, that's a bummer. But, oh well. Anyway, thanks for watching.